Retention changes everything. It changes the way you think, the way people perceive you, changes how you feel about yourself, it changes how you even wake up, how you sleep at night. It changes a lot of things. And if you're a guy who's on the fence about retention, why not? Why not start, man? Something that's greatly influenced my life quite a bit over the last 2 years with the practicing on and off. And it's something where I have felt better about myself. I've ended up dating higher quality women, dating more women, ended up focusing on myself more during periods where I didn't really care about that stuff. It revealed myself to me and, helped me figure out stuff with other people. I feel like I understand people more on retention. I see people more for who they are versus, what can they do for me? Or what, for example, like women, when you're on retention, guys, you want to keep on retaining, you start thinking of a woman as like, yeah, she's pretty. However, what else does she have to offer? Is she just a pretty face? Or, am I into her because of who she is, like her vibes and stuff? Do I want this girl to be around me, without the prettiness? Is she just a cool person to be around? Versus I feel like when you're not retaining, it's kind of like you're just looking for anything to kind of fucking stick your dick into, right? Hey, man, I've been there. I've been guilty of that shit, that's for sure. And I think a lot of guys are too. It's okay. It's normal. However, I think retention makes us more picky. Yeah, we go through phases of like maybe not feeling that way at all. Where we're like, all right, well, fucking feel the urges. But then also, it's like this weird paradox of wanting to release, and relapse with a woman. However, you're like, is it worth it with her, or should I stick it out longer for someone who I feel like is a better vibe for me? That's the cool thing about retention, man. And those type of like thoughts and like that inner dialogue kind of helps you almost attract women more easily. Speaking of that, it's because when we are on retention, we are attracting women naturally, right? We're a guy who is fertile, ready to go. Girls could sense this on us. Girls could smell like the pheromones coming from us. And almost like a dog in heat, right? Imagine you have a female dog in heat. All the neighborhood boy dogs smell her, are dying to get to her. They would do crazy shit, escape the house, whatever, to get to this female dog in heat. When you are in retention, guys, it's like the script is flipped. You are the equivalent of that dog in heat, right? You're the male dog who's ready to go, who's the alpha, who girls want to be with. And I'm saying this from my own experience. I attract way more when I'm on retention. Women seem to kind of magnetically want to come towards me and be around me and talk to me and ask me about myself and do a lot of the heavy work versus when you're not retaining, you might end up being the one doing the heavy work, having to chase and whatnot. But without retention, or with retention, you are being chased. So retention, besides dating, man, it's like this self-discovery path, right? You're doing something that's difficult. You're doing something that a lot of people don't do. Doing something that sets you apart from other men. Because so many men, especially today's day and age, are, waking up. They're wanting to just bust a nut as soon as they wake up. I get it, man. You wake up and you're fucking pitching a tent in your bed. You know what I'm talking about? And then, it's like that urge. It's like, man, I can just do this right now and get it done with and feel relaxed for a while. But when you do that, excuse me, throat's kind of feeling weird, so it's hard to talk. But what comes with that, when you wake up and then you do it yourself, right? Now you feel like you got a little bit more anxiety throughout the day, more social anxiety. I don't know about you, but I feel that way. But when I retain, the social anxiety goes away. People are more trying to qualify themselves to me rather than me trying to, qualify myself to them. And with that comes higher self-esteem, a sense of purpose with our own lives. You start doing better in business. Like for me in this YouTube channel, I've been posting more consistently. I've been motivated. When I'm not retaining, guys, I'm not as motivated. I'm very, like last summer, guys, I had a girl I was seeing, and we were, hanging out a lot, hanging out a ton. And, with that, I was spilling my seed, multiple times a week, multiple times a night. So with that came the videos stopped coming, guys. I was just not motivated for a lot of things. Wasn't motivated to do a lot of things, and a lot of things suffered because of that. Yeah, I got to share a great experience with someone, but we're no longer a thing. So, it's kind of like, fuck it. Versus if I was retaining still, man, who knows what the kind of stuff I would have built business-wise or, the channel-wise. So it's like a trade-off. But retention changes everything. I think it changes for the good. I don't think there's any bad things I've experienced, really. Yeah, you got urges and stuff, but with that, you learn how to retain those urges. You learn how to control them and to be like, all right, I feel a certain way, but I'm not going to give into that. And when you do that, all kinds of things in your life starts getting better. It starts carrying over to other things in life, right? And you just start becoming a better person. More honest. People trust you more. Some guys might be even intimidated by you. They might even try to, they might feel threatened by you. And that's okay. But anyways, guys, you'll be a better person for retention, okay? I promise that. Shoot me a text, 786-897-4754. Peace.